Oh, nigga. So that's how you know you're a nigga. Niggas be like, damn, all the time I'm in front of the lights like this.
Nigga. Damn, officer, detective.
What's up? What's the deal? This is Rico Savage with the Savage Podcast. You just tuned in right now. Today we got a special guest, but we got my co-host right here to my right.
You already know what it is. It's the kid that did. DJ Full Effect, the one and only.
That's right. Oh, shit.
Technical difficulties.
Hey, we live. You know what I mean? It's raw and uncut. That's why this is the Savage Podcast. You feel me?
Oh.
So, yeah, we got a special guest. You know what I mean? You might have heard him on your radios for some years, seen him on TV. You want to introduce yourself?
Yo, what up, man? You know what it is, man. Your boy D Dizzle in the house, man.
That's right.
Rico Savage, man. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you reaching out.
I don't know why I feel like I'm being interrogated by some detectives right now, but let's get it.
First 48.
First 48.
Good cop, bad cop.
Right? So, shit. Let's start from the beginning. I mean, I know how I met you doing clubs and shit like that. You know what I mean? You was always killing it.
Yeah.
Even booking me sometimes, throwing that bone out there. You know what I mean? You always been good. Ain't changed up.
Word up.
You know what I'm talking about? So, I don't know. I wore the New York hat today, trying to represent for you.
Yeah,
you know
I see that.
mean?
I see that. You know, I was going back and forth between the two.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna show my boy J Hud some love with this one.
Yeah, I got you. So what when did you move to Cali?
Yo, so actually it started, man. Cut the chase. I came out towards the end of my high school. I went to college out here. And,
Okay.
In Bakersfield, played some ball out there on a little Scally.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in like years ago. Trying to find my age or what?
So then, and then what? So you said you was playing ball. Was DJing even in your mindset?
I wasn't even in the cars at that time, man. At that time, I just wanted to play ball. I wanted to travel. And actually, I said either I'm gonna play ball or I'm gonna be on TV.
One of the two.
It was one of the two.
So you a star basically. Something.
We was gonna try to do something, man. You know.
And then, so what? One of the frats hit you up to DJ or something, or what? You had the playlist going.
You know what it was, man. And I gotta give Jesse Durant all the credit for this, man.
Shout out Jesse Durant, yeah.
Shout out to the boss, man. I was a store manager for Demo back in the day in Inland Center Mall.
The clothing line,
yeah.
I mean, the clothing store, yeah.
Yeah. It was the urban side of PacSun, and
Damn.
so we was just opening stores out here, man. And I got recruited to run a store in the center.
Okay.
And I don't even know why Jesse was in my store, because if you've seen Jesse don't wear nothing that got Demo on it.
He's more Old Navy or what?
yeah. Jesse's the Old Navy guy. But anyway, and he came in. Long story short, man, he came in, recruited me. He was like, "Yo, you got a voice for radio. Yo, what are you doing in here? You're throwing your career away that you don't even know you have yet." And so I was like, "Yeah, whatever, man, whatever."
Yeah.
You know, coming from East Coast, I didn't really accept, people
Telling you what to do.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So finally, man, I took him up on his offer. And actually, I was hanging out with one of my mans, who's actually my best friend today. Shout out to Jay Flex.
Okay.
He actually one of the ones, him and Five, rest in peace, are the ones that kind of brought me in out hanging around the clubs, Metro, and everything else that was going on in the IE at that time. Yeah. In cahoots.
Yeah, man. Hey.
But, so anyway, man, I was doing that. I was just hanging out for a while. And then Jesse was just like, "Yo, what are you doing in my building? You not, So anyhow, man, long story short, I kind of just got in the street team, worked my way in. Shout out to KC for putting me on air for the first time.
So you didn't. So were you just a host, or were you DJing at that point?
No. I came in at that time. I was still working retail. When I got in there, I went in promotion, so I was on street team.
Okay.
So we was the gutter of the station,
bottom, yeah.
from the bottom, yeah. But we was cold with it though. We had the best street team in the nation. You know what I mean?
Had
Shout out to
everything
Nick
cracking.
Nack. Yeah, shout out to Nick Nack, Kate McCoy. You know what I mean? But started from that, man, and just started doing sitting in on shows. KC, Mike Medina.
Damn.
And they was like, just doing what we doing now.
Yeah.
Like he was talking to short convo, and then Jesse heard me on the air one day and was like, "What are we doing?" And so I never forget. He said, "Yo, I need an air check.
Oh, shit.
For those that don't know what air check is, just basically recording yourself back in the day with cassettes. That basically he can go back and review and see how you sound on air and critique you, so that he can groom you into an on-air DJ.
Like a demo.
Yeah, like a demo. So, and that's how it happened, man. I did that. And, well, actually, I never did it.
Time.
Yeah, I never did. I never did the air check. I just kept talking on people's shows, and then he just said, "Yo, in a meeting. He said, "Yo, Friday night, you on? I want you here." It was on Wednesdays. We do our meetings on Wednesday. He said, "I want you here today, Thursday, and Friday afternoon, and you going on air on Friday, just like that."
And you showed up and showed out,
Showed
and
out.
then you was
The
on there,
rest is history.
right?
Rest is history,
And
man.
how many years was it?
17, bro.
Damn.
17 years, man.
So went from California football.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm a hooper.
you got
You can still get it.
Cross the shit out of you. But
I forgot we ain't ready, but I will fuck you up.
then and then to DJing. I mean for the radio.
So the radio did this whole thing, man. So I did an on air thing. I actually never spun. I never DJ'd on air. I was considered radio's on air personality, better known as DJs. So basically, I was the voice of the party shows, man. Friday Night Get Down. Shout out to Pharrell for putting that one together. Vin Dog, I don't remember Vinny. Vinny was he's the great. He's the king of the radio station. He's the one that kind of programmed me to get in there, teach me he taught me how to get my show together. And then Five was doing Saturday Night Jump Off. And so then I would cover the Saturday Night Jump Off. Then I was covering the morning show, not the morning show. I did cover morning show with Five when Evelyn and Jeff was gone. I'd help with that, but then middays and everything. So just kind of they just whore me around as part times. That's what they did. And so I actually didn't get into DJing until I decided that radio wasn't cutting it enough for money wise. You know what I mean, financially. So I decided to go to and follow my true career, which was the medical side.
Yeah, and I remember we were talking earlier. I mean, I knew it too. You said you were a surgical tech.
Yeah, I'm a surgical tech, so first assistant. Yeah.
So did that ever affect? Like, it's obviously you got to use your hands a lot. Obviously.
Yeah, I use my hands all my life, man.
Man, so I mean, my guy was a pro with that shit. So did it ever? I mean, how did you ever separate the two, or you know what I mean, or make it work? How did you balance the nightlife? And then waking up early in the morning, you know what I mean? Hands can't be shaky and shit. So.
Yeah. Nah, you know what, man? I've been a grinder. I've been a hustler all my life. So, staying up long nights and gig on. I mean, there's times, bro, where I was working retail and had to work a club for the station and then roll right back into my retail 2 hours later. So I literally spent nights at the radio station just so I could, just go or spend nights in front of the mall so that I could go back in. So the grind, being able to kind of transition from one to the other, it was solid. It's been in my blood, man. My mother was a hustler, bro, so I know how to get it.
So you're basically more like Big Boy, Big Boy's Neighborhood, because we don't ever see him DJing. We just see him talk, and then he has I think who was at the time.
Wait, Big Boy
Say
DJ?
Cheese.
He DJs?
No, that's what I said. He's more like Big Boy for the most part, right?
No, I will never even take half the credit for being. Big Boy is in a zone of his own.
He cold? I never even seen him DJ.
So I've never seen Big Boy personally DJ. I've never seen him DJ. I think he's one of the most talented on-air personalities that radio has ever had, bro.
For sure.
And I come from the East Coast too, so shout out to all my East Coast on-air personalities. But Big is West. You know what I mean? And so I do nothing like Big. I'm in my own zone, and I still hold the torch real high for Big, and eventually one day, who knows? I might be in the reins of Big, but Big there's nobody that will be Big.
I definitely feel you on that one. I feel like he's when you talk about California culture legend, that's definitely him. I don't think nobody's ever going to be able to touch him when it comes to that radio personnel for sure.
Right.
What do you feel? Okay, you said that you do more on air stuff. Do you feel like where the DJing world is going in today's time, do you feel like 10 years from now we're going to be able to have more radio personality DJs compared to actually people spinning with AI coming out, and you think AI can take your job?
I think AI can take radio jobs.
Okay.
I'm not in radio no more. So
yeah.
it can't affect me. But radio can't do what I do. You understand what I'm saying? So like for us, and this is kind of just to go back a little bit. So us before we were on-air personality, before any of them was spinning on the radio, we went out and a few of us were MCs. We came out as MCs.
On the mic,
So ODM, Five, Casey, we all were we hosting clubs. You know, they used to, back in the day, we used to go to Sevilla's, right?
Yeah.
So they would say, okay, well, we want a 99.1 host to come out and host Sevilla's. So had nothing to do with DJing. We just come out there and rock the crowd. Boom. Gotham, Sevilla's, In Cahoots, all these local clubs at the time. And what happened was the club owners and promoters got smart. They say, yo, we paying an MC and we paying a DJ. Why?
Yeah.
So they knocked the MC off. So a lot of people, a lot of these radio DJs, the radio personalities, they lost jobs because all they knew how to do was MC.
Yeah.
So now what do? Now we got to transition. Cause how we gonna eat? They done took we was making good money MCing. Yo, we was MCing to all ages, 21 and over.
Yeah.
We was doing all that. You know, shout out to my boy Pretty Boy, right?
And he was killing it.
Hey, but you can't. And but so then we had to start transitioning to
Yeah.
DJing, and that's so. But I was a late bloomer. Nick, Evelyn,
They were already on.
ODM, Jesse, they was all still doing it already. I was still trying to get my little MC jobs. I was still, trying to do that. It wasn't until I was in medical school, like I said, I went and I sat down and I was like, yo, I completely left everything. Just paid attention to school.
Oh shit. Okay.
And so I said, back when it got to my externship, where it was time to, go different places without getting paid, I was like, yo, I need to do something, man, to make up this gas money or something. You know what I mean? So I was sitting in a bar one day and the dude was doing karaoke. So I was like, I bet I could do that. So I started doing karaoke at TGI Fridays in San Bernardino, Tuesday nights, right?
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. If y'all ever been to the TGI Fridays in San Bernardino back in the day, that he had this shit jumping like it was a club.
It was like Margarita Beach across the
Bro,
street, yo.
I promise you,
He got it looking like Sharky's in
bro,
OC.
people will eat after they got done eating their food,
Yo,
doing that dance, drunk.
They was coming back from Margarita Beach on Tuesday night to Fridays to back to Margarita Beach to El Torito.
He said
it
it
was
was
a
a club.
triangle.
Yep.
But it was that actually led me to build my own platform for DJing.
You know your worth. Yeah,
because then it started as, yo, can you DJ a party? Because you just playing music, man. I was like, I ain't never DJ no party, but the hustle in me, I'm like, yeah.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Then it was
and I got you.
right. Then it was like, yo, can you DJ a wedding? I was like, yeah. And that's where it all started, bro. And so that's where it is today. After that, I ended up building my own company. And now my company is crazy, man. Moment of Stardom Entertainment. We literally DJ and host any kind of event, every event from backyards to big stages.
So you have other DJs under you that you send out to different venues and stuff? Okay.
Right now I got a good team underneath right now.
And then how do you? I don't know. You might know this shit too, full effect. Like, how do y'all handle like the drunk people coming up to you with the song requests?
You don't.
You know what I mean?
Don't. You know what? I won't say you don't because we know our environment.
Yeah.
We know what we signed up for. Just like somebody that want to get you with you in your relationship and doing what you do, they know what they are when you signed up for it. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't know. Full effect. I just roll with it. I laugh. I'm like, hey, can you play this game better? Yeah, I got you. Woo, woo. And then
Whole night go by, they go home like, damn, he never played my song.
Well, bro, because the one thing that sucks, like, we as DJs, at the end of the day, we're there to entertain. So if you got somebody that wants to come and play a song, especially don't let it be like a wedding or a private event, what you gonna do? Tell them no? Like,
Well, yeah, that's different because they pay the wedding they pay for it. But I'm talking about the club.
I've been on with DJs who I'm not. You're messing up my set.
Yeah.
I already have my set.
no song requests.
But what makes you a DJ? If you can't go and DJ and read a room, and you can't like drop different BPMs and come back, you're not a real DJ, bro.
Yeah.
I can teach you. I can give you 20 songs, really 20 songs, and have you go out every night for an hour and play them same songs. And most people think you lit, but it's a lot, to this game. And one thing you have to be is like him being an entertainer, because at the end of the day, you're an entertainer being on the radio,
right,
and it'll lead to other stuff.
Yo.
If you can't be a true entertainer, it ain't gonna work, bro.
You know, it's funny that you say that, man, because I got a radio name when we got our radio names and back in the day when we started, my boys, they all name me D Dizzle. So when I got into DJing, I never changed it. Okay, and a lot of people don't know this about me. Everybody want to put like on a flyer or whatever they put DJ D Dizzle. That's not my name.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't
because I'm an entertainer. You understand what I'm saying? I know my value. I know what I'm worth. If you just put me as a DJ, that's all you're looking at me as a DJ. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a brand.
That's dropping them
I'm a
down.
brand. I'm a brand. You know what I mean? So, and that's what also keeps that money going up too, because you didn't just get a DJ. Because now what are people doing? People are not hiring MCs and a DJ at these weddings that I'm doing. So now I hit them over. I got to give you two prices because they say, "Well, how come you? Well, you said the DJ price was this, but then the quote says this." Well, you didn't tell me you was hiring an MC, so I'm the MC. So unless I'm just gonna stand there and play music.
And that's the thing, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. It makes a big difference when a DJ has an MC with them, or the DJ actually
MCs
is on
himself,
right?
yeah.
Because other than that, you just got people dancing, and it's just like
So there's no energy, there's no vibe.
Yeah.
And I will say this, man, and anybody that knows me, bro, in all the years that I've been doing this, I never toot my own horn. But I will say that, working around some of the best to do it, man, like Big D, may he rest in peace. 5 Cent, may he rest in
Big D,
peace.
man,
I've been
rest in
around
peace.
a lot of cats, even back east. MCs out in LA, MCs in the IE. I'm giving these brothers, I'm giving them problems, bro, because I'm good at what I do. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of my compliments, a lot of my applauses is for what I do on that mic. I rock that mic. You understand what I'm saying? This is a gift that God gave me, and I got to keep running with it, bro.
And then LC Photos Photography is in the chat right now. I said, "What happened to Mike?" Question mark.
What happened? What?
To Mike?
Mike who? Mike Medina?
Yeah.
Mikey Dillinger? That's my brother. I don't know, Mikey Dillinger.
What happened to him? I don't know.
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. So another question, from what happened when it went from obviously vinyls and shit like that to how it is now with the mixers,
The CDJs.
Yeah, the CDJs. So is it, what do you like it? Did you convert?
It makes it easy.
Okay, so what's crazy is this, man. I carried records for Red Alert back in the day, man. Anybody know New York? They know Red Alert. That's just family oriented, family that just been around. So I know what vinyl is. And another thing is that, and there's another one of my personal reasons why I don't say DJ. Because there's a lot of respect that you got to put on DJ, and a lot of people don't get it. So a lot of people will pick up a controller, and all of a sudden they're a DJ. They play 20 songs and they're a DJ.
Or they got 5, 10 friends.
Right. But then again, like I said, me coming from New York, where hip hop come from, where it originated, like I know what the vinyl life is like. And so now it's a big war. You could ask 100 people the same question and you're going to get 102 different answers. You understand what I'm saying? But vinyl, you have to respect vinyl DJs. It's not the same. A controller will never be a vinyl. Vinyl is art. Controller is like us using AI now.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
and so I grew up around it, but I grew up in such a late era for me to pick up on how to be an entertainer that I really wasn't on wax. It took me a while to get on wax. It took me a while to get on wax. I had to wait. I started off on a laptop like this, just moving the fader back and forth. You know what I mean? And now I can spin wax. I've been spinning wax. It's a lot more heavy on my old ass back, but so I prefer the controller right now if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I can do it all.
No lie. Like I remember because when I came in, bro, I started DJing. I think I got my first set of turntables 2010 or 11. Bought CDJ Pioneer 1000.
1000 just dropped.
800 mixer. And using that compared to vinyl, yeah, bro, it's way different, and you definitely have to have a skill.
It's an art.
Using vinyl,
it is an art. So you got to think, man. Coming from Bakersfield, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to think, who came out of Bakersfield?
Who?
Come on, man. one of the best ever done it on the West, Mr. Chop.
That's from Bakersfield? I never knew that.
I
never knew that.
That one's from Free. But so I'm gonna tell you how it started, really quick.
Damn.
So where the Baker Boys from?
Oh, okay.
Where the Baker Boys from?
Makes sense.
They from Bakersfield. So when they was on a radio station in Bakersfield, we said go hang out up there. So Nick and Eric got the power. And they got in good. Did they think? What'd they do? They didn't leave their people behind.
They brought them
because when they left the radio station in Bakersfield, Chris and Chalk went to that radio station. And then when it was time, then Nick and Eric brought them down to L.A. And that's how when they became the Roughnecks. C minus and Mr. Chop.
Yeah, I know you're talking
who
about the
who you
Roughnecks,
think is
yeah.
running all these schools now for DJing, for mixing? I ain't got to tell you nothing.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you got to think that this is where a lot of this art come from, man. And I come from around that. These are mixed, right here local, DJ Uppercut. That's the main dude that told me, get on your wax. Get on your wax. Don't forget it. Learn it. You didn't have it, but you better get it.
Yeah. So then what do you think the difference is between New York and Cali? I mean, obviously I know where it started from. I know the roots of it, and you know what I mean. I don't think a lot of people won't give their props to, you know what I mean. But what do you think the separation is like that makes New York how it is, and you know what I mean? As big how big it is.
To be honest with you, I think it's one word. I think it's just the culture of it, bro. I think because, you know, two different coasts, the diversity is completely different. I'm not gonna say hip hop was different because West Coast had its hip hop.
There's
New York had its
hip hop and rap, and
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So in Midwest, the South, everybody had their own niche. You knew when you heard something came out of Atlanta. You knew
what it
something that
was.
came out of Texas.
Oh, yeah.
You knew when you heard a beat from Dre.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And you
Different
knew when you heard something that was gonna be East Coast. You know, and if you ask me, yeah, I got my arms up for East Coast all day long. But I love West Coast. I love what the West has built for the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think it's harder to make it in the West Coast versus going out to the East Coast?
Hell no. Nah.
Or is it
With-
easy,
more labels here.
I'd have to say this, man, and that's actually a good point. There is a lot more labels, but I will say this: it's harder on both today.
Yeah.
So if you talk today or you talk 15 years ago, oh yeah, it was easy. It's hard to get labels in New York. It was hard to get on back east. LA had everybody. We was all coming out here. When I say we, meaning New York, like they was all coming to the West Coast. Where everybody, you look at it, look on TV. Everybody for acting, for music,
Yep.
for anything you want. The only thing really that people were really going to New York for outside of the gutter was fashion.
Yeah.
So you had LA going to New York for fashion. New York was coming out here because of labels.
Entertainment.
Yeah, but however, East Coast labels wasn't no joke. You see, they were still held down out
Bad
there.
Boy, all that shit.
Yeah, man, I can't front no Diddy, but Bad Boy, he was one of the biggest things that happened in New York out there. You know what I mean?
I know, like they were saying, like Young Ma, it took her like 2-3 years to push Ooh with the radio stations out there before it even it blew up the way it did. So yeah, man, like I feel like every coast has its for sure genre that they're gonna push, but like Cali, everybody sounds the same, bro. So it's hard to really stick out here than you can in New York. Like,
and then too is I think the only thing. So you said the record labels, but I think when somebody puts out a song in New York, they got the whole community, or everybody pushing it. You know what I mean? Like I know everybody don't like 6ix9ine, but when he came out with the song, he had everybody behind him. Yeah. A dude put out a song in L.A. He might have a couple of his homies, and if he gangbang from his neighborhood, other than that, other niggas is like, I don't like that. I'm hating. Like that's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like about Cali. Niggas don't like to come together. You know what I mean?
You would, in the most respectful way to say it, man. Like I've seen more hate in California than really anywhere else. You know, and that's just me keeping it a buck, man.
He's in it. He's in the game, so he knows.
I've seen it, bro, and I've seen it. I've seen it not only on my level. My level is low.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you sitting in circles with Snoop and Dre and Zip and all these cats, you'll see that. You know, you'll see that it's a whole thing. Like you'll see it all in different levels. Of why didn't let him upstairs? Because I remember, and this is just off the top of my head. I remember I got invited down there, man, by my boy DJ Silk, which is Dre's original producer. He out this way. You probably know him. So, you know, he invited me to go down there with him when Dre got a star.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So I was down there, and I'm up there with everybody, yo. But when we was downstairs, we had Quick. There was Quick. There was all these other artists in the lobby at the Roosevelt that was trying to get upstairs to the rooftop. okay? And people was wondering how certain artists wasn't on a list to get upstairs and how some were. So and so they was like, yo, how the fuck, what the fuck, nigga, I done made music, I done did this.
Yeah.
And it's the same, and then you listen to the rest of the comments, it's like, damn, bro, you didn't make the right calls, or somebody didn't make the right thing.
Yeah.
But now you hating on such and such. So it's like at all levels, man, this hate goes on, bro.
Well, you know what the problem I feel like with Cali is, and I feel it's not just Cali, but
It happens everywhere, yo. It's everywhere.
unless
it's
you're a
everywhere.
trap rapper, a hood rapper, pimp, or 304, if you no, I'm being real, like if you don't have the like a neighborhood or something backing you, bro, it's a lot harder. These labels are not
or if you ain't got a dance to go with it.
a dance something, bro. I feel like it's just like the problem with California is Bible. I'm gonna go Bible, right? They didn't want to hop on that boat when they were saying, "Look, this is about to happen. Come hop on the boat." Here, if the bus ain't already moving, you ain't already at sea, they ain't dealing with you. It's just what it is here. Nobody wants to help build anymore. And I feel like, with the internet, is so many artists coming out nowadays, and without the help of the push, it's gonna be hard unless you just got money. Because I said this, you really don't need the labels no more, Dizzle. You don't. You really just need the money to push for the promotion and have a good product to push.
You know what's crazy is that I think it's also on how you present it. A lot of these cats don't know how to present
That's
have.
true.
And
that's
that
true.
could be music, that could be clothing, that could
Everything,
be
whatever
anything.
brand that they're trying to push.
And I remember an artist, man, and I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna put him out there, but I remember an artist, man. He, to me, like I supported him, but I didn't think that he had the greatest music, but his package, the way he presented it. Back then it was CDs. He had a CD with his name on it, looking like it was already marketed. He had a cover on it. He had a T-shirt. He had all the info that you needed to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
There was a full package
presented
that
it.
he presented with it, and it was like, yo, it's ready for anywhere. I can go to Capitol with this. I can go to,
Anywhere
I
to
can go
go.
anywhere with it. And somebody's at least gonna say, you know what? Let me get a shot and look at it. Besides, yo, man, here's a CD, man. CD blank, ain't got nothing on it.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of dudes shot themselves in the foot.
Hey, you know what's so funny? It's funny you say that because they're saying now with DJs, they feel like it's 1% skill now, 99% business. And I've been seeing that. You have a lot of DJs that their marketing is excellent, but when they come to the way they spin and get on that stage, trash. Do you feel like that's where we're going, period, in the world right now? We're just going to, if you know how to market yourself better than the next person, it's easier to get on?
I can agree that but the marketing can only get you there.
So far,
It can
yeah.
only get you
You
there.
gotta have some type of skill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
I'll
gotta
be
have
honest
some
with
type
you.
of
That's
skill.
one of my weakest. That's one of my weakest links. My marketing skills suck.
Because I mean, back when
You can't say that, man. You on.
Well, I know, but back
Don't
when,
say that. Dizzle. Come on, man.
No. But it's not my marketing skills. It's what I do. It's literally what I do. You know what I mean?
But you stayed around so long to where you're still getting
Well,
the
I had to
younger
stay
youth.
relevant. I had to stay relevant.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
had
You're
to do
still
certain
relevant
things.
enough to where the younger youth
But
is
what
still
I'm
knowing
saying
who
is
you are.
My weakest part is like when we was on radio, we had to do our website page. Every DJ, every on-air personality, and everybody had their own tap down, so you can go on and say, okay, Rico, okay, boom, let me see what Rico about. Okay, Rico from here, he from there, he's doing this. This is what he was doing this week. This is what he got coming up on the show.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it, bro.
Okay.
Like I just felt like I was kind of like maybe the old head, and like I was stuck in my own ways. I'm just going to come in, clock in, do my thing, and keep moving. While somebody like Knick Knack or ODM, they was on it. They Evelyn, they was on it. They had 1 million likes, 1 million views. They stayed relative with it. And me, even now, I be old school with my Instagrams there. He just showed me how to add a link, dog. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
when you came in, even when I first came in the promoting game, there was no IG.
Oh yeah.
Nah, we were still on
We were still on
Facebook,
Facebook
gang.
back then.
There was no-
and
and
the
then, you know what I
Facebook
mean?
wasn't really that hard.
Nah.
How you had to get out then before, it was real work, bro.
Yeah.
It was real work.
Yeah.
I was out there putting up posters for your show.
Yeah.
I was
Certainly
out
was.
with Big Hair Junior. I was out with Junior Junior,
San Bernardino,
3,
walking
4
around,
o'clock
yeah.
in the morning. We was in Pomona, San Bernardino.
You talking about the
Coaching,
guerrilla way of
Riverside.
promoting the old days.
Bro, we was out there,
Flying cars.
in
Yeah.
cars. Like that's why people say promoters. I'm like, bro, you put on a suit and you stand at the door and you're a promoter and you run on Instagram.
Nah.
No, they said, yo, you want to be a promoter? I said no because I know what it takes to be a promoter and I can't do it because what they doing. But it's the wave though.
Yeah.
Social media is the wave. So
It's your I was gonna
and
say,
I don't
it's
have
your
that
new
kinda-
business card.
Yeah, I don't have that. Kind
It's your new business card, bro. And it's the sad part. Like I remember, like it's crazy because like I could go on Instagram, and I could write like certain celebrities. They'll write back looking at my Instagram. Now some of the top ones, I ain't up there yet, but it's crazy because if your social media doesn't look a certain way,
First thing you want to know is
how many
you got?
followers, who you know,
But
who
that's-
you be
now you-
around.
now
That's
Buy 'em
weak,
too.
though. Yeah, right.
You
That's
can buy
weak
'em.
to me, though. Yo.
Yeah, you
That's like,
can.
if you look at mine right now, real quick, I'm gonna go to mine, and then hold on, get out of there. So if I go into mine, I have 6,636 followers. Somebody will look at me and be like, bro, you look like you have like 1 million. You should
Yeah.
have a million. What you do is a million. But what I was saying, I tell people, out of this 6,000, I will
Real
say at
connections.
least 75% of these people I have worked
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
ran
Yep.
across, shook their hand, kissed babies.
Yeah.
Like, so it means more to me to have my 6,000 and solid
Yeah,
than to be
than
up
a
here
whole bunch of
purchasing,
fake. Yep.
been
Right,
purchasing
yeah.
1.5.
Shit,
But no,
yeah.
but you want to hear something crazy though, bro?
check.
You can pay for it now. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, the crazy thing is like, cause I'll see that I'll see A&Rs, people who are really in the industry, really got connections, 4,000, 3,000, but you'll have somebody with 30,000 followers and you broke. Makes no sense.
What's the point of
Yeah.
it?
What's the point? Like, if you have
I'm
that
on the
many
side.
followers, there's
Bro.
no way in hell you should be broke or not really getting to a
That's
bag.
how you know when the person is buying their followers or
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I
It's
saw?
fake and not
I
generic.
saw somebody with a blue check with like 600 friends.
And then you get in your DMs too, like, hey, I'm so and so,
How
bro.
is that, yo?
Hey, it's the
Fake it till you make it.
fake it till you
it's
make it is at a
nother
whole new
level. It's a whole
way.
nother level.
Well,
I mean,
shout out to my followers, bro. I love y'all for it, man.
And so what do you I know you. I was about to do a show that you was on in Riverside just recently at the Lake Alice.
Oh, Lake Alice. Oh, yeah. That was
Open mic type thing?
Booze,
Booze
Rhythm and Booze, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tilly for that one, man. Yo, that was a great show. So one thing about me, man, is that I've never let any of what people call success in this industry, never let it get to me, bro.
You can't.
Like I'm one of the realest niggas that you'll ever meet, bro. From day one. I don't change. I can't switch up.
You
I
haven't.
can't.
You haven't.
I can't, bro. And anybody that know me, I just ran into one of my mans. We was chopping it up from my freshman year in high school. He said, "Damn, do you the same nigga you was?" That's just the way I am. And one thing about me is that I love local. I love underground. I love real people that's still hungry to get to where they want to go to. I've been out here since 2001. It's some artists that I see out here that's still trying to do it. That they ain't really
Yeah.
going nowhere. They still doing
they
the
still
local
trying,
bars or this
yeah.
and this and that. But I love that, bro. So when my man Tilly hit me up like, yo, man, you know, well, I would love for you to be a part of the show. Woo, this and that. You know, I don't know if it was for my 6,000.
The 75%. That's
For my 75%. Nah, but you know, I love that audience. I love
Yeah.
to see that. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's rock. You know what I mean? And so that's what, you know, the core part of me. Like it had nothing to do with like, oh well, nah, you gotta be
many
on
people
a
gonna be there?
label or how many
Yeah.
people gonna be, who gonna be there. And I'm showing up anyway, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's some cats that just won't do it. They won't go downtown Riverside, bro.
Yeah.
Bougie.
They won't go, not even to hang out. You can find me on the street. Well, I'm outside, whatever. I'm getting older now. Now I'm on my electric bike, but but now I'm riding down. I'm riding down University on my electric bike now.
Wait. So do you? I mean, do you prefer? Do you prefer like the radio? Say, I know you're not in it anymore, but like, was it a better environment for you versus being out in the clubs? Like, what did you think that you?
I hate it. I worked in a room just like this, bro, and I hated every bit of it. I'm an outside person. I've been outside all my life. I've been involved with sports and everything else that had to do with outside. So for me, I like to be outside, bro.
He want
I
to be in
was
the
the one-
anarchy, huh? The heart
Yeah.
of it all.
And then
You know what it is, dog, is that like I want to be with the people. I want to touch the people. Like we be on these stages and they be like, "Yo, don't go down there." I be like, "No, I
wanna go down there.
you know what I mean? I'm in the stages, or that's just me, man. I've never been where I can't be reached. I can't be touched.
And that's what
I ain't making enough money for that. It ain't
right.
way.
That's what Dame said on the Breakfast Club when he was talking to Charlamagne. He was like, nigga, how you think you made it? He's like, you in a room with no windows. You in a casket.
Right.
Like what
right.
you mean? How you call yourself a real like? You got these niggas having you come in at 6 a.m. and not see no lights, and be in for 8 hours. Like
That's it. Like
I
what we
do it.
doing? Man, I was in the streets, bro. We was doing it for free.
So how'd you? I seen on your page. How'd you get into the to the boat life on them cruises? on them cruises.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that's a whole different world too.
It's a whole different world, man. I gotta say that. Shout out to my folks, man. I won't put them out there, but they know who they are, man. They gave me an opportunity to get on these boats. So I'm currently a DJ and one of the hosts for a concert cruise line. And
Can I get a ticket?
huh?
Can I get a ticket?
You heard something?
I was gonna say, can you get me?
Can I get a ticket? I want to
Do
see.
y'all know what it
Crickets.
took for me
I
to
can
get
swim.
on?
A
So
lot.
So it took me a couple years of just kind of like slow, like, hey, remember me? Hey, remember me? And finally, it was like, I remembered you, and I know what you can do for it.
Yeah.
And so I had the pleasure of coming on, man. And getting on these cruises, man, it's one of the best things that have happened, man. I'm getting an old school cruise. Shout out to the Jacobs, man, and they from actually back east with me, so I think that's how it really worked.
Yeah.
That's how I really. But besides that, man, they're great people, man, and I gotta say, shout out to Kerry, DJ Manny, Angel Baby, and all of them, man, for ODM is on the ship with us all the time.
Okay.
And I gotta say, man, like, to be able to be part of that team on that boat, rocking 3,000 people. And I'm telling you, everybody that pays for, it's not like a regular 3-day where you just go and try to just get a booze cruise.
Yeah.
Anybody that spends the money to get on that cruise, they want to party the entire weekend. And I had to find that out the hard way. My very first one, it was like, okay, cool. You introduce an artist, you interview an artist, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Then at nighttime, you got a DJ set from 10 to 2. I was like, all right, cool. 10 p.m. to 2. Okay, cool. I was like, yo, I'm going to bed, get ready for the next day. Yo, first night I was there till 3:30. Second day I was there to 4 or something.
DJing.
And then the last day I was there till 5:50 in the morning. DJing, bro. They wanted everything.
You like them out? You like DJ 4 or 5 hour
Like that money?
sets?
What you mean? I'm pretty sure you
I
get
mean, back in the day, I used to love it. Now I'm so used to the 2 hours, hour, get off the stage, and I'm done.
Let me tell you this, man. My love and passion for what I do is unbelievable, bro. And sometimes I surprise myself. And like I say, I never want to do this to myself. Somebody's always got to do it. I don't ask for it, but somebody always have to do it for me. I love doing what I do, and I could do it all day and all night. And I remember the very first time, I was like, they was like, because we got off the ship at 6 a.m. on that Monday. And I was like, yo, I ain't getting up at 6. For artists and staff, like, yo, I ain't getting up on no 6 o'clock. I get off with everybody else at 8 to 9, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I just stopped DJing at 5:50. I should have just had my luggage and just rolled out with it, man.
Yeah.
But you would not. You have to see it for yourself, bro. Because I were going regular Carnival cruises or whatever, 3 days. Yo, we sleep by 11, bro. What we talking about? We
Yeah,
outside.
partying all day.
You know what I mean?
So the cruise you're on, because it's more of like the party cruises. Because I remember like 2017 is when they started the techno cruises.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a
It's
big ass
just-
techno party the
It's
whole
just-
weekend.
It's just, there's a lot of concert cruises that they basically charter out these cruise lines.
Okay.
And so basically they say, okay, it's like a venue. Hey, we want your venue, and I'm gonna bring my party to your venue, and that's what happens. So these
And they
guys, they
bring
go
on
out and they
boats.
buy the whole ship, and we're actually the only ones that actually did 2 cruises, run tandem all the way to Ensenada and back. So shout out to the Jacobs for that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we had 20 artists on one, 20 artists on another, 4,000 on one, 3,000 on the other, and we running 7,000 people to Ensenada and back.
What do you like better, the boats or the clubs themselves? Like, what do you think feels like a better vibe?
Well, at my point, I've done so many clubs. I hate clubs now. I don't. You can't
I
pay
hear
me.
you on that.
You can't pay me to
Club
do a
scene
club.
is
I was
different than
about
what
to
it used to be for
pay me-
sure.
You can't pay me to do a
Really?
club.
So-
I will do a boat any day. We
Over a
went on a
club.
3-day boat cruise, and I got everywhere I go, I rock with the DJ. Yo, what up? They always say that, man. The DJ always let you know when they're the DJ, right? So I went up there and I rock with the dude. Dude, let me get on. I'm on the Lido deck. As soon as they come on, I'm on. Like 3 songs. Give me 3. I got you. Boom. He give me 3. Boom. I said, yeah, man, you know what you're doing, huh?
Kill it.
He said, come to the club tonight. I go to the club. Boom. I'm down there DJ. End of the cruise, man. I'm doing two nights and 1 day on there on vacation. So the dude tell me, and the director, they say, yo, come on with us, man. The dude from St. Lucie, like, yo, come on, yo, rock with us. I was like, yo, I'm on. I was like, how long y'all on for, man? He's like, man, I've been on for 13 months straight.
On the ship?
On the ship, 13 months
Yeah,
straight.
I can't do that. I'm from the. He's
he
from St. Lucia, and respectfully,
no family or
but he
he
got no
getting
family,
paid.
no girl, no kids, no family. So that's the best thing that ever
Hey,
happened
but
to him.
that's
to
the
do that.
life. You know how many people you meeting on a
Word.
regular?
But for me, I'm from the States. I got
Yeah.
a whole lot. I got a business. I got
Yeah,
family.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
I want to see some buildings, something.
So yeah, I threw away that opportunity, and then I got another door that
Okay.
I was blessed with. And that was for the concert.
Now, speaking about, like you say, you hate the clubs now.
I hate everything about a club.
What? Good, because I got to really
Let
ask
us
you this
know how you
question.
really feel.
We about to really talk about some real life shit right now, y'all.
Hey, that's it, man.
What do you feel about the promoters and where the club and nightlife is going now? Because I've been feeling like the club life has been dying since like 2018. What do you feel like? How do you feel like it's different from now back to the early 2000s or mid 2000s till now?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I feel like clubs are whack now. Promoters, I'm not gonna take nothing from them because they just trying to.
I will.
They trying to eat.
I will take away from
no,
them.
But I'm just saying I'm not taking for what they do. It's just like anybody else. Somebody work at McDonald's. I can't hate at you because you working at McDonald's because you feeding somebody you gotta eat.
Yeah.
So promoters, they doing what they do. How they do it, that's on them. However, I just feel like the club scene is just not the club scene. I went to the club.
it's not.
I went to a club a couple of weeks ago, and now it's just all about bottle service. It's bottle
That's
service.
what
So
you
me and you, we got about. My bad, because I know how you get out in the club.
Yeah, you know Rico.
Wait,
You know Big.
wait,
It's his
Rico.
birthday every day.
Wait.
It's
I'm
Rico's
in there
birthday
celebrating my
every
birthday in
day.
the spot, right? I got 2-3 little areas, right? And then I was like, yo, can I get that table over there? He said, nah, that one's booked. I said, but that's right here. I just need one more. He said, no, you got another one over. But what about the other one on that one? Now you can't have that one. So I was like, all right, forget it then. I look up, hour later, my man walk in and just take up 3 sections.
Like
What
nothing.
section is that?
Hey.
Rico's.
Like nothing.
No, hey, listen.
Rico.
You should have hit me earlier. No,
Hey, if my man would have told me it was yours, I knew he was good. Because
Right.
when you got there, you just said, yo, D, blessings, bro. Happy birthday. What's mine is yours.
I know the night you're talking about.
Yeah, come on, yo, yeah.
But see, the thing is, I agree with you about the club. Clubs are ultimately dying down, and what I hate, and it's not even the promoters.
It's show now, bro.
Right, it's not even us that's doing it. It's actually the people who are booking us and the DJs. The most thing I hate about it is they're making DJs promoters now.
Yeah,
That's
the
not
part.
my job.
That's the part.
That's what I hate about
That's
it.
not my
That's
job.
what I was on.
Like-
That's what I was on when I was talking about the
Yeah.
followers. So the first thing they want to do is, well, how many followers? Okay, cool. You can bring them. And I had to tell them. And then I remember doing a spot. I said, look, yo, I'm just coming to spin. I'm going to let you know that. And I tell people that I'm not, because I know what it takes to promote.
Yeah.
I'm not a promoter. You might see me with, let's just say 6,000 people. My 6,000, you know, right? So out of my 6,000, you expect 5,000 of my 6,000 to come because I got 6,000?
Well, the reason why I brought up the whole thing about why I'm hating promoters now, because back in the day, when either the club itself had to have a name for itself, whatever promotional group
foremost,
was running the
right.
club had to have a name for itself. Now you have these promoters that are just able to get in these buildings
Right.
or get these venues. You can't bring out one motherfucking person yourself. But you think you're going to hire 5 DJs, a couple of sub promoters to do your whole job for you, and then be bitching on wanting to pay what these people are asking for. That's what I say why I hate where the promotional game is going now.
It's why clubs is horrible now. Like I see them going one way, and it's just
And the economy's tip like even with the bottle service, bro. The economy here, at least in California, I can't say anywhere else, but here in California, people don't got money to be in the club every weekend buying $500 more bottles, plus gas to
$30
get
bottle.
there, plus rent is $4,000 and $6,000 if you own a home. Average apartment is $2,000 to
Just
$3,000.
get people in the club have a good time, bro. That's
Nah.
what it's, that's what it's made for.
that-
And that's
Yeah.
what, and that's so in the chat, IEW22, shout out to you for watching. It says
Word. What up, though?
RJ here, my boy. He said the club scene ain't that whack for real. He said it's more about where you go and who you go with and the energy you bring. Real shit, you can still enjoy and have a good time.
It depends,
Yeah.
which is a true fact, and I agree with that because if we go on for a reason. We want to go out. We just want to let loose. I agree that, but I don't think that we're from what I gather. What we're saying,
the business
we're
part
not
of it.
saying
The business part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not saying what you go for or whatever. We're just
Yeah.
saying that clubs and whoever that is, bro. If you went out with us, this dude,
Yeah.
back in the day. You'll take everything you just said back and you'll know what real clubbing was like.
Yeah,
and what
'cause
real
it's
fun is like.
different now.
Right now it's like who got a bottle? Oh, okay.
Who got the most money to blow in the club?
People not even dancing on the
doing
dance
this? They not
floor.
even
No.
dancing, bro. There's
No
nobody
more.
dancing. Back in the club, we was sweating. We was going
Yes.
through clothes and
Yup.
sweating, and we had
Turning
rags
up.
and all that. Now,
Well, you standing looking cool.
You standing in the
You
corner
leave
looking
getting
cool.
a few numbers. Now you be lucky to get one number on
And I
Instagram.
ain't gonna lie, these
Shit.
niggas is dick riding, bro.
That
All
too.
these niggas dick riding on
That
niggas.
too.
They gonna
Worse
buy
than the
one
females.
bottle. They worse than the females.
worse than the
these days,
females.
bro. That's why I don't do it, bro. I
I'm
look
saying,
at it.
yeah.
No, hey, bro, I feel exactly what you're saying because I feel the same way, bro. Like,
It'd be
exact same way.
Remember back in the day, it'd be maybe 3 or 4 of us, but it'd be at least 2 or 3 to 1
Yeah, for sure.
for us.
For sure.
Now it's 10 dudes
On one
and
bottle.
6 girls on one bottle.
Not even six, bro. I'm telling you.
And you know what the
It'd be
girls-
what female?
and-
What
it'd
they
be one,
girl?
yeah.
and you know what the girls do, right?
What?
They gonna drink it up, and guess where they going?
Walk
To the
off.
next one.
To the next
Walk off.
one, yeah.
Bottle rats.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how many times, bro, I used to be in the clubs all the time, DJ, and I will see that all the time. You'll see these dudes come in pulling up S500, jewelry, getting bottles. Them same females, they leave it with the other
Yeah, they go with
homies,
the- they
or
leave
they
it
not
with the-
going home with them,
They
bro. I
leaving
used
when
to
niggas
love
in
that shit.
Jordans
That
and
shit. That
shit.
used
Why
to
these
be
niggas went
funny.
up there and got all this fancy and slide hard bottom and
You
shit.
ain't niggas out here. Niggas are really out here impressing other niggas.
Other
bro.
niggas.
And let me
Good
tell you
job,
what,
Rico.
And you know what other thing is? Because I was watching my man. My man, he got it together, right? And he tried to holler at this chick, right? Outside the club. Like, yo, hey, how you doing? Respectfully. And she gave the nigga no play. Kept walking in. And went straight inside to be a groupie inside the bar because these dudes had bottles. And I said, that's why.
Yeah,
because
that's
these
the game.
dudes, and because they make these girls feel like there's girls that I've heard to say, yo, we're not spending money tonight. They make videos about it. We ain't spending no money tonight.
We're gonna go find a section to go be in,
Bruh.
and then some dummy that's gonna
Dummy.
fall
He
for
making
it
these,
every
y'all,
time.
y'all need to stop making these 4s and 5s feel like 10s and 12s.
He said the 4s and 5s.
I mean, because it's getting
It's getting bad.
ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
why-
getting bad.
The homie, a cool dude. Money, all this, not, you know what I mean? He get girls, and you dissing him, like.
and you dealing with a
Right,
broke
for-
dude that's
For a
scamming.
nigga like, with fake chains and all.
So
Or somebody that's scamming.
so you leaving a dude who you could possibly be your future husband,
Right.
For
Right.
a dude that's just gonna run through you for a bottle.
Yeah,
Come on, yo.
yeah.
$45 bottle.
That's why I don't
A
like
$45 bottle that you didn't spend $1,000 on.
Hey, who can dumb one?
Right.
I ain't hating, bro. If you got it, do
No,
what you do.
Rico.
Don't let me sound like a hater,
Bro,
bro.
no.
But
Nah, but yeah.
it just ain't for me. You
That's
know
how
what I
it
mean?
is.
I ain't never been a bottle dude ever.
Well, you come from a whole different era. See, I feel like the bottle,
Y'all need y'all wild in the chat. I don't be doing nothing.
what they say.
The homie say, I regret going out with Rico, but when I go out with Rico, I remember how much fun this shit was for real. I
That's
appreciate
what
you.
it is. That's what
I
I'm
appreciate
saying.
you.
And I'm
Shout out
old
to
head.
IE
And I
22.
remember when Rico was a young nigga, like,
Bruh, I was young as
in that
hell.
whole circle. But Rico was out there getting it, and he was getting his money. He had good company around him. He was out there getting it. But now these dudes is like,
They
if
changed
you
it
ain't
up,
my
huh?
man, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I don't do clubs no more, so I really don't worry about it. It ain't enough money. They ain't even pay the DJs enough money. So you want a DJ that's sitting there and there's 3 or 4 of y'all to split $500 in a 4-hour time. That sound crazy.
That's gas money.
Yeah, get paid that
Gas
hour.
money. But you want to tell everybody what you got going on, what you got coming up before we head out,
Let me see, man.
or your business company, or you know what I mean? If they're looking for,
Yeah, man. I always tell people, man, I'm very easy to get at, man. Social media, DDizzle991. If you want, you probably already tapped in already. But my company, man, Moment of Start Entertainment, we do a little bit of everything. So we do backyards all the way to big stages. So there's nothing too big, nothing too small for us to get into. Other than that, man, I appreciate everybody, man, that support me throughout these years of, trying to stay as relevant as I can. I'm not out in the streets like that no more because the streets ain't for me like that, bro. Like I can't make
Ain't
no
safe
money in
out
the
here for
streets,
life.
man. I'm in these venues. So if you want to catch me in the venue, man. I'll be at Toyota. I'm at the Toyota Arena. I'm one of the
Okay.
DJs at Toyota Arena as well, man. So shout out to Next Level DJs. But we doing that. I got a Jagged Edge show coming up.
Okay.
We got the YG show, Sugar Free YG. That list is crazy. That's I think next month, and then just added to Cat Williams is coming up. So
Okay.
you catch me in Toyota Arena, man.
Busy.
Yeah,
Busy.
I
Going
stay
crazy.
busy, bro. And then I got to get back on these ships.
Hey,
I just want one
All this
ticket.
shit so you can
I
break
want one
his,
ticket.
Man,
I'm
hey,
not-
I'm gonna look out for you, man. I'm gonna find you because everybody got to get on one way or the other, man.
You
If
know,
I can do
I've never
something,
been on a
I'll
cruise
let you know.
before.
You gonna love it, bro. You'll love
Yeah.
it. You'll love it like nothing else, man. I tell people, just get on one time, bro. Just get on one time.
Go back.
Rico ain't gonna know how to act. He gonna be acting a fool. You see him in these clubs,
Man.
he gonna
No,
be
I'm
acting
chilling.
a stone fucking fool on
No,
this
I'm not.
boat.
Yo, these boats is wilding, man. And they got
Bro, you ain't been on the boat yet?
No, well, not a cruise. I mean, boats, yeah.
But you ain't
not,
never been on a cruise?
Not a cruise, no, I haven't.
Bro, remember them nights like it's like nights in Vegas and it's way more different
Boats and hoses.
on the boats.
It's different. It's,
Bro,
it's,
you have-
it's
you have-
literally all night, bro.
You'll literally have girls running like hiding from their husbands and boyfriends trying to find
I've heard
other
about
niggas on
the
the
story.
boat.
They do that?
This nigga, how you don't know
He
nothing.
trying to act like
can't
he don't know nothing. You don't know what be going on in them boats.
I'm just kidding.
But you know, we appreciate you for coming out. I thank you for taking the time. I mean,
Yeah.
If nobody gave you your roses, like you know what I mean.
You get your roses, stay
Yeah,
family,
from
for
us,
sure.
because you've been killing it since day one, consistent. You know what I mean?
appreciate
It's
it,
never
man.
been a year where I ain't heard or seen you on nothing. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So I
appreciate
appreciate
it,
the
man.
love. You know what I mean? And always saying the same.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having your boy out there, man. Yeah, I know this is my first official podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Hey, we
Clap
got
it up,
that-
Yeah, you know what I'm
Clap
saying?
it up, clap it up.
Hey, I ain't gonna front. I told niggas, no, man, I ain't no. They wanted me to start my own podcast back in
You coulda,
2020.
man. You shoulda.
I was like, nah, man, I ain't got time for it. I can't do it like that. Da, 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 da. And then finally, I was just like, yo, maybe it's that next calling. Like, dude, that's that next way. So get on, man. So I appreciate you for
we
asking
got
me,
windows
man.
in here, so you ain't gonna be stuck in the room. You know what I mean? We got windows.
Can
got
y'all
it
open,
covered, but-
can y'all open it? No, just kidding. Nah, I appreciate y'all,
Yeah,
man.
hell
Thanks
yeah.
for the love, man. We gonna keep moving.
So this is Rico Savage. I'm signing out. This is Savage Podcast. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, share, show some love.
Yeah, subscribe to it, man. My folks, show them some love, man. My boy been rocking with me for 20 years, bro. Let's rock with it.
So hey, see you next time. We got another show coming up. Stay tuned.
You already know what it is, y'all. Late. That was